What's up guys? Welcome back to another Triform Sports Training YouTube video. And today we'll be looking at the perfect workout for footballers. So if that's what you're looking for, then you've clicked on the right video. You're in the right place. Let's get into it.
Triform Sports Training.
First and foremost, we want you to understand that gym training, it's a supplementary additional training to your football sessions. So prioritize your work out there on the field, and we're gonna recommend 1 to 3 sessions per week, short with quality in the gym to increase your athletic development, to help you move better out there on the pitch. For the workout structure, it'll be as follows. We'll start with a nice warm-up, then we'll progress into some power training, and we'll finish up with our strength work. The session focus will be on lateral acceleration and lower body strength. I'm sure you guys know, because as players, you probably feel a lot of the sprints you do in the game, they're quite short. Football is a game of stopping and going. That's why we're gonna focus on our acceleration. If we can accelerate quicker, you're gonna be able to win more duels, beat your opponent more times out there on the pitch. That being said, for our power training, it's gonna include extensive plyometrics, some sled training, sprints, and intensive plyometrics. We gotta pause the video. You guys probably know what I'm gonna say, but please like this video, subscribe if you don't wanna miss out on any of our content. Your support truly helps us. We appreciate it, we value it. Now back to the video. All right, diving into the warm-up, we're gonna kick it off with our activation exercises. Exercise number 1 is gonna be a kettlebell Turkish get-up. Now, if I had to choose one exercise in the activation phase, this is the one you're gonna wanna do. For exercise 2, we have a med ball dead bug variation. Not spending too much time on the activation exercises, we're ready to progress into the dynamic movements. For our dynamic movements, they're going to include some lateral push and crossover steps, along with skips. And when we're performing the skips, we want to be twitchy, we want to pop off the ground, minimize ground contact time. We're improving our coordination, our spatial awareness, while all at the same time increasing body and muscle temperature and allowing the joints and the muscles to move more fluidity, preparing them for the session to come. Exercise number 1 for the power training, it's gonna be our lateral line hops. If you've been following some of our workouts on our YouTube channel, which if you're not, you should definitely check them out, you're gonna know that we love these line hops. They're great for targeting that ankle and foot complex, which is an important region for footballers. You gotta start with a strong base. The foot is the first thing that contacts the ground, so you can't neglect this area. Exercise 2, we have our loaded lateral bounds. We're not working at maximum intensity here, maybe 80%, so we wanna focus on our landing and takeoff mechanics. While landing, do so softly as possible. Sink down into that landing foot hip. Exercise 3, our final extensive plyometric in the power training, it's gonna be a rotational pogo to broad jump stick. Here, you have to have great spatial awareness, and you wanna focus on controlling the chaos and land with coordination. Exercise 4, we're getting into that speed work. We have our karaoke with a sled pull. For the load here, stick to something light, 10% of the body weight, that's gonna be good. Exercise 4B, so you can pair this one up with the sled. It's gonna be our lateral pogo to sprint start. Focus on the initial steps here. Again, it's an acceleration day, so if you have access to some type of marker, set it out about 10 meters, and we're gonna wanna sprint through that at full speed. And because we're pairing this up with exercise 4, so you're gonna perform the sled exercise, hop straight into the sprint, then you can rest for 2 to 3 minutes in between a set. Exercise 6, it's gonna be a half kneeling lateral bound to a broad jump. Focus on jumping as far as possible on this one. This half kneeling position, it's really gonna mimic a change of direction that you're gonna do out on the pitch. We're finished with the power. Now we're ready to get into some strength training. For our strength training, we're gonna perform them in 3 blocks. So we're gonna have 2 exercises in each block. For block 1, it's gonna incorporate a dumbbell loaded skater squat along with a banded hip flexion. On a lot of our videos, we get tons of questions about the work to rest ratio. So here you'll perform exercise 1, rest 30 seconds, perform exercise 2, and then you can rest 2 minutes before performing the next set. While performing the skater squat, focus on that front leg. So as your back leg comes down and taps the ground lightly, we don't want to bounce. You're gonna drive up with the front leg. And for that banded hip flexion, take a pole or have something to hold on to so you can keep an upright posture. You wanna mimic that sprinting form, and then you're gonna drive the knee up and down with control. For block 2, it's gonna incorporate a lateral landmine skater squat with a Zercher hold. This is gonna be more hip dominant, and you're gonna pair that up with a Copenhagen adduction. This landmine variation does a great job at mimicking a change of direction position. The Copenhagen adduction, it's one of the most important exercises for footballers. And what's great about this one, you can do it with or without a partner. And I highly recommend doing these to avoid those groin injuries. For block 3, we have our Swiss ball hamstring curl with a seated single leg calf raise. And there you have it, guys. We just gave you a complete workout that you can follow along with because we gave you all the sets and the reps so you can give it a try or just get influenced by it and structure your workouts similar to this. And remember, consistency is going to be key when it comes to your gym or even football training. So don't feel like you have to switch up your workouts every time. You can stick to this one for about 4 to 6 weeks. Continue to progressively overload the exercises so you get stronger, and it's going to get you very far. If you guys need more workouts like this one, head to our YouTube channel where we have tons of workouts for you guys for free. And if you guys really want to, you can head down to the description box below. You can visit one of the links and we can get to work together where we can make you a customized workout program tailored specifically for your needs. And that's gonna wrap up the video. If you guys liked it, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our daily content. Keep working hard, keep getting better. We'll see you in our next video.